Hi guys, thanks for tuning in. I just wanted to update you guys. I just about a month ago went to the Women's Summit in Phoenix, Arizona, and it was something that I would never normally do, but I had so much fun. It was really inspirational, and I'm still kind of absorbing a lot of the things that was talked about there and just the relationships everybody made. And just kind of wanted to tell you guys about one of the speakers that I saw. A lot of you are probably familiar with her. Her name is Elizabeth Gilbert, and she wrote Eat, Pray, Love. And so she was one of the speakers that had a message that was kind of in line with what I usually talk about on my blog. So I just wanted to fill you guys in on just a little summary of what she talked about. So one of the things she started out with was that she talked about how she got started, and as a young writer, she found that person that she kind of idolized and followed her around and treated her as a mentor, and would ask her questions all the time and trying to figure out how to get that life. And the woman finally asked her, she said, "What are you willing to give up to get the life that you keep pretending to want?" And she said that really just struck a note with her, kind of hurt to hear that. And, one of her biggest excuses was that she didn't have enough time. And so she asked her, you have time to follow me around. You have time to follow my journey. Like, why aren't you making time to make your own journey? And, what do you have time for? What did you do this weekend? Oh, you had time for this and time for that. You had time for your friends, time for the beach, time, there is time. It's just how much time do you want to make for what it is that you really want? She said one of the things that you have to do is to start disappointing people. You have to say no to the things that you don't want to do, and you have to say no to the things that you do want to do, because if whatever it is, your goal is really that important to you, you're going to make it happen and you're going to make time for it. And time management is such a huge part of personal development because, it's just, we only have so much. We only have one energy stream, so decide where it's going to go. What are you going to do with that energy? There's only one you. You only have so many hours in a day. Another thing that she talked about was, people were going to try to convince you to care about the things that matter to them, and that's okay. But if you don't, then that's okay too. I respectfully no, I don't care about that. I need to work on what I'm working on. So supporting each other is important, but it's also important to kind of stick to your plan and stick to your journey. And, especially for women, we want to care about everything and everyone, and we want to take care of everything, and, not everything's in our control. So she had 3 points that I just wanted to talk about, and one of them is priorities. So don't diffuse your energy. This is, focus on what do I want to do? What can I do? This is what I can do. I'm going to do that. So, we all have things that we care about. We all have things on our list, but what can we do right now? Like what needs to be done first? What's in our control? The second thing is boundaries. So knowing your boundaries, establishing them, and then guard them. Guard those boundaries. And those boundaries can be directed towards the self. If you recognize that you're speaking negatively to yourself, you need to know when to say I've had enough. And it can be towards yourself, recognizing those thoughts and saying, okay, that's enough. Let's move on. And with other people too, know that, what's important to you, and build your boundaries around that. And then the third thing is mysticism. And so she kind of talks about religion and how there can be a lot of anxiety around that with, who's safe, who's included, who's right, who's wrong. And, you don't have to be religious, but knowing that there is something else going on, there's a bigger picture for everybody, just kind of have that belief that there is a journey for everybody, and sometimes things happen for a reason, and, just know that everything's going to be okay. You're not in control of everything. It can be very, I don't know, it can give you a lot of anxiety to think that you need to be in control of everything. So mysticism, that's why that plays such an important role there. A few other things that she said that I really loved is just to love the parts of you that need the love. You're a student, you're not a master of love or a master of life, and so be willing to give yourself that love. And you are a unique event in the history of the universe. And so why do you think that you need to get it right the first time? It's okay to mess up. It's okay to make mistakes. We're all learning. We're all figuring it out as we go. and then have the courage to follow your joy. And if something's not making you happy, know when to say, not this. I don't know what's next, but not this. So I hope that was interesting to you guys. It was one of my favorite ones. So if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to share. If you have any ideas or if you've seen Elizabeth Gilbert, I'd love to hear your own experiences. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time.